better with their games because most of their exclusive games have been really well, kind of like Uncharted 4 and Uncharted 3 and Uncharted 2. I thought those were really good, but you were complaining about the game speed. So,
Well, yeah,
yeah.
I mean the controls were sticky on it. It was hard to maneuver. I
Yeah.
mean, all in all, the storyline was good. It's a good game. It was cinematically nice, but they really need to work on their controls. And for some reason, it usually I notice with it being with games that
Did
use
you
the
try
Unreal
changing the
Engine.
controls?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not the controls of the buttons. It's the way the controls allow for movement. I mean the character is slow.
Ah.
The characters don't allow you to duck quick enough. If you don't time something perfectly on a grab, you're like done. And I can understand where that has a place because you're jumping from cliff face to cliff face. But still, when you can't climb something because you're like a fraction of a millimeter off on which direction you're facing, but you can't really turn the character properly, well, then yeah, it's a problem with the controls of the game. It's the same thing with the Hitman series. I hate that series. I love the movies. I want that series to be awesome, but again, it's the controls are sticky.
I
You
can't play sneak around games at all, honestly. Like, I've noticed that with the game Thief. I was playing it. I didn't even beat the game, first of all. I
Oh,
got to
I've
like the
beaten Thief.
second
I love
mission and I
Thief.
was done. I couldn't even get through it. I'm not the person to play sneak around games. I'm more like running, shoot, and kill and
Yeah.
jump
Well,
around
you
and
could do
all
that
that.
with
So,
Thief as well, but it's just much more difficult. I mean, you're likely to die almost every time. uh, unless it's on a specific that must be stealth mission. Now, I like the stealth missions. In fact, that was one thing that I thought they did really well with Payday 2. And Payday 2 runs on the Unreal Engine, so there's something that some developers are doing where your character can move around and have more freedom of movement with some games, but something they're not doing with others like um, oh shoot, what's the name of the Mind Fart? Oh my God, Mind Fart. What's the game we were just talking about that you have one, two, three of? Uncharted. That's it. So
yeah.
for games like Uncharted one, two, three, the controls are sticky. But then you go and you look at like Payday 2, and you can move around. You've got a good freedom of movement. It doesn't take like a quarter second for your character to react to which way you're moving your thing. You can get up and duck into cover easily, and it doesn't take like an inordinate amount of effort to duck down. I mean, yeah, you can get used to the game and get to where you're good at it, but those are things where the movement, I mean, when you come into a game and the controls in Minecraft are better for moving your character than in the game, then something's wrong with the way the developers are setting it up, in my opinion. All right, so now back to what I was saying. Yes, I will upload this to you YouTube viewers. Please chime in. Let us know which side of the wars you stand on. Make any comments on any of the games we talked about, and we'll see what your views are.